What's up, boys and girls? Daryl Willie Insurance. And today we're getting into deductibles. Car and auto deductibles. Do you know what they are? Do you know how they work? Shout out to Karen Warren. Article, personal finance. All right, we're going to put this thing out and let's get through it. Let's learn something. Get that education going on. Okay, how does a car insurance deductible work? That is the question. Choosing the right car insurance deductible can save you real money. Get that real money. Know your options before you sign the policy. Did you hear that? People, do not treat this thing like when you're on the internet and you get that little thing saying you need to read through all the terms and conditions and you just quickly scroll to the bottom and check yes. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? We're going to play a higher level game. All right? So, we spending money on this, so we got to know what we're talking about, right? Car insurance deductible is one of the most important elements of auto insurance coverage. Did you hear that? It is important. Do you understand the 4 different types of deductibles? If you're buying a car or swapping insurance carriers, take a moment to consider what deductibles are best for you. All right, how do car insurance deductibles work? I'm glad you asked. A car insurance deductible is the amount of money the policyholder pays out of pocket towards an insured loss. You are the policyholder. You will be the one paying out of pocket, okay? It is deducted from the total claim amount. For instance, say the car insurance deductible is $500. If the car is damaged, then the insurer determines the claim is worth $5,000. The insurance company will pay the $4,500. That means you're paying the $500 deductible. Simple math. Sound familiar? Car insurance deductibles are very similar to health insurance and home insurance deductibles. Very true. For each claim you make, you will pay a car insurance deductible. However, deductibles typically only apply to damage to your car if you are responsible. Let me say that again. For each claim you make, you will pay a car insurance deductible. However, deductibles typically only apply to damage to your car if you are responsible. Deductibles do not apply for liability claims if you are found responsible or at fault for damaging someone else's property or injuring another person. So, if a person is injured in a car wreck where you were driving and they file a claim against you, you would not pay a deductible. I'll give you that again. If a person was injured in a car wreck where you were driving and they filed a claim against you, you would not pay the deductible. Okay? That goes to liability. So what are the different types of deductibles? Deductibles usually are paid on claims that fall under 4 types of coverage in the car insurance policy. Let's get in it. Number 1, if you damage your vehicle in an accident where you are at fault, this damage is covered under your collision insurance. Here's that word again. However, you will need to pay a deductible on the claim. That's collision. Number 2, comprehensive. If your vehicle is damaged by something out of your control, your comprehensive insurance could pay for repairs. Examples include hitting a deer, backing into a lamppost, or storm damage. This type of insurance also covers theft, vandalism, and fire. Let me give you that again. Examples include for comprehensive: hitting a deer, backing into a lamppost, or storm damage. Now, this type of insurance also covers theft, vandalism, and fire. These claims incur a deductible. Okay? This is what we're talking about, deductibles. Number 3. I know y'all was looking for me to do 2. No, 3. All right. uninsured and underinsured motorists. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you do not understand uninsured and underinsured motorists, please look at your policy and call your agent, broker, representative about this, because this is truly an important section in your auto insurance. You need to make sure you know what your responsibilities are under uninsured and underinsured motorists. Some states are mandated on this section. So, number 3, uninsured and underinsured motorists. If someone without insurance or sufficient enough insurance coverage is found at fault for a car accident involving you, you may have to file a claim under your insurance policy. Now, let me give you that again. Uninsured and underinsurance. These are two separate things, but they fall in the same category, right? If someone without insurance or sufficient enough insurance coverage is found at fault, okay, for a car accident involving you, you may have to file a claim under your insurance policy. In that event, a deductible could apply under your coverage for underinsured and uninsured motorists, depending on where you live. And that's why I had to say, call your agent, because they should be educating you on this. Listen to me. Every state, insurance is a state-by-state thing, okay? It's not federal. Joe Biden not running insurance, Donald Trump not running insurance, your governor is running the insurance in your state, okay? And he appoints an insurance director, the head of insurance for your state, okay? So you need to understand your state minimums for liability, and you definitely need to understand how your state relates to uninsured and underinsured motorists. Look, I gave you that for free. We all getting educated here, right? So, number 4, personal injury protection coverage, PIP, PIP, personal injury protection coverage in most states. The driver who caused a car accident is considered at fault, and their insurance is required to pay for medical bills. Okay, let's do it again. In most states, the driver who caused a car accident is considered at fault, and their insurance is required to pay for medical bills. But, you know, it's either but or however, right? It's never just clear cut, right? But 12 states operate under what's called no-fault laws. What does that mean? Well, glad you asked, Mr. Willie. What that means is you are required to file bodily injury claims with your own insurance company through personal injury protection. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, and I know that sounds confusing, so I'm going to run through that thing again. All right, follow me here. We're on number 4 for deductibles. Personal injury protection, PIP. And I'm not even being funny. I'm trying to enjoy doing these videos because I do enjoy it, but this is like super important you guys understand this so you know where you stand in every situation. Insurance is about contracts. Insurance companies, they live to the letter of the contract. If you have something going on and you think you're going to get them to move outside of what they agreed to in that contract, it ain't happening. They don't come with heart and empathy and compassion and want to hold you and all that stuff. They're sitting in nurturing class. This is insurance. They are seriously about the paperwork. You will always hear me say, stay on top of your paperwork and file your taxes. Stay on top of your paperwork. Okay. Number 4, personal injury protection, PIP. In most states, the driver who caused a car accident is considered at fault, and their insurance is required to pay for medical bills. Now, 12 states, approximately, operate under what's called no-fault laws, meaning you, the injured person, are required to file bodily injury claims with your own insurance company through personal injury protection. This type of insurance covers your medical expenses resulting from an accident, even if you are not at fault. Okay? This type of insurance covers your medical expenses resulting from an accident, even if you're not the one at fault. Okay, catch that. Some no-fault states will allow you to opt out of the PIP coverage. Now, PIP coverage will also come with a deductible. Let me give you an example of these states that may not have no fault. I think we're talking about Pennsylvania, Utah, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Florida, Hawaii, Kansas, New York, Utah. Did I name Utah twice? North Dakota. All right, so that's just a little list. Okay, what is a good car insurance deductible? This is important. Car insurance deductibles range anywhere from about $100 to $2,000, okay, with many options in between. The average car insurance deductible is approximately $500, okay? Determining a good car insurance deductible depends on your individual financial situation and driving history. Now, I will say this as a little caveat, little off to the side thing. The greater the deductible you're willing to pay is one way of lowering your monthly premiums. Did you hear me? If you're willing to be on the hook for a bigger deductible, if something happens, you're doing good. No accidents, you feel confident, you good. But if you high risk, you probably don't want that. But if you pretty solid and you're driving, feel pretty good, and you can stash away some cash in a separate account and just have it sitting there just in case you need it, if you're willing to be on the hook for a larger deductible, that is one way of reducing your monthly premiums. Okay, Daryl Willie Insurance, you heard it here first. Da-na-na, da-na-na. All right, how would you choose a car insurance deductible? Here we go. When choosing a car insurance deductible, take a close look at how much you could afford to pay for your premiums as well as the deductible if you file a claim. Very important. Take a look at how much you can afford to pay if it hit the fan. Okay? For your premiums as well as the deductible. All right? Because there is something going to come out of your pocket. So you need to be able to take care of that thing that needs to come out of your pocket. Be able to write the check so you can move on with your life. Okay, so generally speaking, the higher your premiums are, the lower your deductibles are, and vice versa. We just went over that. Therefore, look at your finances and decide how much you can afford to pay and when. Emergency fund. I'm sounding like Dave Ramsey right now. Little emergency fund. Little money off to the side to take care of dumb stuff. You know, stuff that pops up. Life happens, right? We don't want these things to happen, but sometimes stuff just happens, but we want to be ready. So that's what we're talking about. For instance, if you have the money readily available, you could pay higher premiums and choose a lower deductible. That means if you do file a claim, you'll pay less out of pocket for repairs. On the other hand, if money is tight, you may opt for lower premiums to pay up front and choose a higher deductible on the policy. If going this route, it's important to be prepared to pay more out of pocket filing a claim. But if you're on this channel, I know you're responsible, I know you're handling business, and I know you know how important paperwork is, okay? Other factors that might affect the overall cost of your car insurance include whether or not you have a good credit score. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your credit matters. Hello. Your credit matters. I know this sounds dumb. And if you talk to people, they'll say your zip code matters. Because the next thing, your credit, your age, where you live, and your driving history. I definitely learned this during COVID. Zip codes matter. As long as you are in these United States of America, that FICO, that credit score matters. Your paperwork matters. Paying your taxes matters. Taking care of your family matters. All that, and put number one, taking care of your physical and mental health matters. Okay? It's not enough for me to help you guys with insurance and tell you about things, and then you lost in your mind and your body is crap because you don't want to take care of your body. We want to take care of our minds, take care of our bodies, and take care of our paperwork, right? So we can live life. There's nothing like living life when you're not constantly daily thinking about money. Been there, done that, and it sucks. We all go through it. But if I can help anybody get to the point where they don't have to worry about bad days happening because the insurance is going to take care of that, I'm your guy. Look me up. I'm your guy. All right, so let's bottom line this thing. Car insurance deductibles represent the policy holder's out-of-pocket costs when filing a claim against their policy. Deductibles vary by policy, but could range between $100 and $2,000. Typically, the higher the insurance premiums, the lower the deductibles will be, and vice versa. Policy holders should consider how much they can afford to pay out of pocket when selecting car insurance deductibles. All right, again, when you're dealing with your agent, broker, whoever it is, ask a lot of questions. Run through a bunch of what-if scenarios in your mind. Be honest about your money at home that you really can afford, and let that person help you put together a plan to make you successful. At the end of the day, do not walk away from that desk or hang up that phone until you have a plan that is successful for you. All right? Because when bad things happen, and we said this is life, right? Bad things happen. You want to know what the outcome is going to be, especially financially, that you got it covered. Okay? You don't want to sit here doing a bunch of GoFundMes and frying dinners and stuff and selling Snickers bars and water on the corner because you don't have it. Let's get our money and our paperwork right so we can live life and enjoy things and be what we're supposed to be, but not walking around stressed and crazy in the head. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Daryl Willie Insurance. Please stay insured. Do not drop your insurance. Reach out to your boy if you need any guidance. I love connecting people to insurance solutions. Appreciate you. Bye.